Welcome, Leo, to your spiritual reading for September. I hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. This reading is for spiritual healing, spiritual growth, and digging deeper into yourself. Okay, this is two-card spread with the spiritual cards. Okay. Straight in here. There we go. Going Beyond Normal and the Sacred Fool. Okay, got two cards here. Excuse me. Okay, Going Beyond Normal is pretty much telling you number 14. Okay. This card is showing you that you might have pressures around you from the world or from your own conditional nature to do things accordingly to the rules, to a deadline, or the accepted mainstream view that you need as well. Okay, so you're going to need a thought out plan for success in a commercial venture. However, sometimes the best plan is to do what feels intuitively truthful in the moment and to trust that you are being led towards your own growth. So you don't want others to tell you, hey, where are you going? What is this so-called plan you have? You intuitively know exactly where you need to go because you've thought it out. So in this card, it's telling you not only are you going to use your intuitive mind, but you're also going to use that with your logical mind. So once you start getting intuitive about where you want to go, what needs to be done, then you can logically plan that out. Okay, so with this one, you're going to use 2 in 1. So your intuition is going to make the light bulb go off, and then you're going to use the logical thinking to work off of that intuitive thought. Okay, very nice. So it's showing this intellectual side with this deep inner guidance piece of you, right, which is called your intuition. Okay, so yes. And this is very good because you do not want others to tell you where you're going and what you're doing. You need to do what you need to do, right? Because this says this oracle brings you a special piece of guidance. You are moving outside of the plan. You are living on the border of what is socially accepted. This is good, but yet this is also bad, right? This is a fringe-dwelling freedom. Others might not see this about you straight away, as you seem pretty normal, but the secret eccentric streak is just waiting to show itself off. You need that limelight. You need to find the limelight within yourself. You're a Leo. Leos like limelight. They need the attention. But the point is, how is it? Is it socially accepted to others, or do you have more of a creative side that you need to express through yourself that might not seem socially accepted just because you have this plan? It could be even like a plan at work. God, this reminds me of like drawing out some like blueprint for a house, right? And you're saying, I want this piece of this house over here to be dome shaped because I think it would be, it'd just be cool, right? Or maybe it has some reasons for keeping the cold in, right? Keeping heat in. It's going to help with the electric bill. It's, and it's different and it's cool. And I think people will like that. And then your boss comes to you and says, what's this dome? Nobody's going to buy a house with a dome, right? And so you're like, oh, okay, and you're like scribbling it off. But what you don't understand is that piece of creativity which is in you. There was probably thousands of people who wanted that dome but since the boss didn't like it and it didn't seem socially accepted for that type of, area that you're building this house for, they're giving you negative feedback. So therefore, you don't get to use your real creative side. So now it's kind of like back to the drawing board. So you're going to go beyond the normal. You're going to tell them, no, I know there's thousands of people out there that want this dome-shaped house. I know there's thousands of people that want this or want that. Okay? I mean, this could even go just as far as your own wardrobe. Right? I want this dress, but you think it's ugly. You know, tell them, Leo, I don't care what you think. This is what makes me, right? So you're holding back from your own creativity. You're holding back because it doesn't seem socially acceptable. But that's not a piece of you. So it probably brings you kind of down because you don't feel like you get to limelight and be the creative person that you are within maybe this social group, at work, someplace, something, might even just be with a partner. Maybe your partner's telling you, I hate that dress. You're not wearing that when I'm around you. And you're saying, that's too bad. I love this dress. I bought this dress and I'm wearing it. Okay. And then what's crazy is you wear that dress out and then your girlfriends will be like, oh my God, that's so awesome. And he's going to stand back there and be like, what? Okay, so remember, going beyond the normal. Do the things that make you feel comfortable. Be the creative person that you are. Don't let other people hold you back from the way you're thinking, doing things, and expressing yourself. Nine, solitude. Go inside. Going inside to get to where you want to be. This will actually help with that intuition and then help you get to that logical piece, right? Taking the solitude, taking the time out to figure out what it is that you need. This is about yourself. This isn't about, other people. If we all wore the same outfit, we'd be so boring. We look like Star Trek or something, right? How boring is that? Like, I'm sorry, but if I lived on a ship where we all had to wear the same uniform every day and never got to change into something else that we wanted to wear, excuse me, every now and again they do, Yeah, I know I'm using some weird reference. My husband, he's Trekkie, but anyways, yeah, I'm going to use something strange. But I'm just saying, I would be bored to death. Okay, I'm Leo rising. I would be bored to death. So if somebody is telling you don't use your creative side, that's got to be rough. Okay, that's got to be hugely rough. So it says, this card says, stop. Your soul is calling out and needs to be honored and heard. So your soul is telling you, you need to do this. Someone's holding you back from this creative piece of you, whoever this is for. The answers you seek aren't necessarily found in the outer world. No, they're not. That's why it's telling you to go inside. The time has come for you to step back and withdraw from the outside commotion. The solitude card is a reminder of how important it is to pause, still the mind, meditate, reflect, reevaluate, and discover the wisdom and the answers within the very soul of your being. When you become more aware of your soul and heart, you strengthen the link to the divine source, and you're able to once again remember your true perfection, your true self. Yeah, that's what this whole reading is about, finding who you are, using your creative outlook. I love how they have a clock on our head because it makes me think like, this is the time for you. Time is ticking away. Uh-oh, I just moved the whole thing. Sorry about that, Leo. Messing up the board. Okay, so let's get a tarot card over here. Why? Why is Leo having this problem? Who's doing this? Who is making you not be yourself? Could be dealing with another Leo, Sagittarius, or a Aries who does this to you, or people gossip about you. And you're talking, and this doesn't make you happy. It almost feels like maybe when you do get creative, and someone's gossiping about you, right? They hurt your feelings. And this makes you mad. And it doesn't make you happy, of course. Makes me feel with the Three of Cups that it could be friends or family members. Could even be a Virgo who, maybe you're involved with. It's like they hold you back, and it feels like when you do your creative thing, it makes them talk. What's Leo wearing now? What's Leo doing now? I wouldn't worry about it. Because you know what? On your spiritual growth, you're going to move, Six of Swords. You're going to move past them so fast. They're going to be wondering, what is Leo doing now? People worry about your own self. Yeah. Just dig deep within your own intuition and don't allow them to do that. You express the way you want to express. You do what you need to do. Because in the end, with the Moon card, they're all going to realize that you've moved past them. Yeah. Because now they're going to be in disbelief that you've moved past them so much. They're going to see you grow. They're going to see you do things that, they never would expect. So you're going to have higher achievements within your life from doing so. Because once you really tap into what your soul really wants you to do, things start spreading as you're growing. Why? Because everybody knows when we start to grow and we start to become the person we're supposed to be, and we're supposed to do these inspirational things and be the person that our soul wants us to be and that the universe wants us to be, we are rewarded, right? We are rewarded. And then they're going to come back and say, what is Leo doing again? Oh, nobody knows what Leo's doing anymore because Leo's making more money than us. They're doing this and that because they did something, I don't know what Leo did. They did something crazy. Right? So then they're just going to think you're crazy for a while, right? Until all of a sudden you're just like, I've blown past all of you. And that's really what's going to happen. I've watched it actually take place. Because you put your mind and your intuition to where you're supposed to be. Next thing you know, if these are people at work, you're not even going to work there anymore. Or you're going to become their boss. So they just, whatever. Right? Because no matter what, as you're moving up the scale, they're just going to keep watching you grow and become more of yourself. And the more limelighting that you're going to get the right kind of attention from the right kind of people, and you're just going to keep moving and keep going, up the scale and up the ladder. Sacred Fool. Yeah, exactly. Whoa, hello, what? What just happened? Absolutely. So with the Sacred Fool card, here's the outcome. It's like, you guys sit over here and do whatever you want to do. But I'm telling you, that dome house is going to take off. And as soon as I put that on the market, right? Okay, so the Sacred Fool is in you. It's in you, okay? And this is the willfulness that you have to leave things behind that no longer suit you. It no longer feels right to you. Okay, so there's no reason to attach yourself to it. As I said, you're moving past it, whether you know it or not. The Sacred Fool in you trusts life completely. It would never occur to this part of you to try and outsmart life or resist its flow. You're going to not resist its flow, because once you have that intuition and you have this thought and this creativity comes out and you do what you're supposed to do, The sacred fool comes out and says, yeah, you know what? I'm not resisting any flow anymore. Do whatever you people want to do. I don't care, because look at me. Yeah, you might think this is a joke. You might even think I'm a joker. Yeah, you know what? Put a juggler's hat on me. You can do whatever you want. I'll be your jester, because I'm going to tell you right now, because I'm not your monkey puppet anymore. Okay, I'm not your puppet. Okay, I'm not here to make all of you so happy. I'm here to make myself happy. Right? So there's going to be no doubts, no fears, and no controlling. You're going to do what you know is right and move forward. And yes, to others, this might feel like you're playing the left field, right? Like you're acting kind of bizarre. Like, why would you continue to do something when I told you that's not going to sell? I'll tell you right now, whatever that creative thought is that you're going to have that intuition for, it's going to happen, right? This is the sign that you are breaking with your own self-imposed conventions, It is time to move beyond them now, because a bigger life adventure is calling you. This is wonderful news. It is the desire of life to operate more radically through you, so that you become the conduit through which miracles and crazy wild synchronicities can occur. You are becoming more electric. You are more plugged into the apparent randomness of life, because there is a refined intelligence behind it all. The sacred fool goes with this, without having to understand any of it. Yeah, you don't even have to understand where this come from. I'm going to tell you where it came from, though. So that way when this happens, you'd be like, where'd that come from? Here. Right? If you find yourself making choices that have others questioning your sanity, whoa, that's these people over here, remember? What is she doing? Okay, listen here, okay? Right? Then you are right on the right course, because that's what people do when you're growing. They think that you've lost your mind. You may feel that you are quite possibly going insane yourself, but you are not crazy. Just remember, there is this thing too, because I've heard this a lot with people who are growing, and I've thought about that too when I was doing my first spiritual growth. It does make you feel sometimes like you're going a little crazy, because all of a sudden now you see the synchronicities of 222. Why am I seeing these 222s? What does that mean? It's driving me crazy. And nobody had the answer for me, you guys. No one had the answer. I had to figure out why I'm seeing these numbers, and it was driving me crazy. I thought I was going insane, right? And no one could help me. I couldn't figure it out. It took me months to figure out, why am I seeing these synchronized numbers? What does it mean? It's driving me crazy. I remember asking all kinds of people. They didn't have an answer. One person's answer, I do remember one person's answer though, you guys. It was, because you always look at the clock at that same time, so you're just making it seem like it's synchronized. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the dumbest thing that I've ever heard of in my life. So you're going to tell me every day, whether it's 12:22, 1:22, 2:22, 3:22, that I'm looking at the clock at only at the 22 every day? No. I'm sorry. That is impossible. Okay, my brain is not, number one, I'm not no mathematical genius. Okay, so my mind would not even want to look at numbers, because I'm not good in math. Okay, so that doesn't even make any sense. This is crazy. Okay, so the answers I were getting were stupid. Okay, this is just dumb. It would be different if I woke up at the same time every morning, at 6:22, because your mind is used to being there at 6:22. But you can't tell me that when I look at the clock at 11:22 in the morning, that it just happens to be 4:22 in the afternoon. No, sorry, that's stupid. Okay, so no, that's just impossible, right? So then you're going to think you're going crazy, or you're going to start seeing other synchronized things, you know, green, 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 green. Why is everything green? Okay. And this is because the universe is getting your attention. You're starting to wake up even more so. Okay. So as you keep enlightening yourself and you keep waking up, you're going to start seeing more and more different synchronized numbers. And every time that you go from one point to the next point, you might now see different numbers. Now you see 444, right? Okay, so that's just the way it works. Okay, so you're not going crazy. It's just the way it works. Okay, but this is actually going to make the tables turn, and you're going to start gaining greater inner freedom and that creative juices are going to start really flowing. Okay, so just stay on your path and stay on your journey, and remember to take nothing too seriously, and it will all work out perfectly. Don't allow these people to be too serious with you. Okay, because if you take everything too seriously, you know, and try to figure out things too seriously, it causes confusion. And when you start getting confusion, it starts kind of knocking you off the spiritual path because it's negative energy. Okay, so yes, this is going to cause new beginnings for you. You are now going to step out of one chapter of your life into a new chapter. And you're going to feel this pull to this new beginning as well, because that's what spiritual growth does. You're going to actually see life in a different light. Something weird is going to happen, and you're going to it's going to seem brighter, different, right? And then you'll get used to it, and then it'll just seem normal and just seem dull again, right? Until you take the next spiritual journey, right? Then it gets brighter again, right? Everything's going to feel renewed and fresh. Yeah, and then the Wheel of Fortune, that's it. Because you're making new beginnings. Your Sacred Fool is taking you to the new beginnings of this new chapter of your life and your soul, and the powerful three in yourself, right? Powerful three in me, mind, body, and spirit, and you're putting them all together so that this way you can put yourself on the right path, the right destiny for yourself, the place you're supposed to be on, right? This is where you're supposed to be. Okay, my friends, and that was it for you. And until next time, peace and love, and good luck on your journey. Bye-bye.